A businessman in Michigan and Indiana is grabbing national attention for his billboards.
That's because he is calling out Governor Whitmer for the COVID shutdowns and her policies during the pandemic.
We all know as drivers, most billboards along the highway are easy to miss. But not these. They target Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer and her decision to close businesses due to COVID. Restaurants and bars still have capacity limits and curfews.
I think over 3,000 restaurants and bars are permanently closed because of her actions and literally forcing them out of business.
Steve Swick is CEO of Swick Broadcasting Company. He has radio stations in Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio, and an auto parts store in Michigan. He owns the billboards and started putting them up last year.
I don't like the overreaching policies that, so to speak, Big Brother tries to do to you as a citizen. And it's up to you and I.
His messages are now visible to drivers along I-69 in Angola, not far from the 8090 toll road. That's right across the Michigan border. They've targeted closures of hair salons and barbershops, the continued shutdowns across the state, and the most recent one still up declared Whitmer the 2020 Indiana Business Person of the Year.
So what has been happening, Indiana is the beneficiary of all that commerce pouring over from people wanting a sense of normalcy, because Indiana basically did not shut down every piece of what we call normalcy of our life.
Swick understands that COVID is real. He is not debating that. He's lost friends from it. He just doesn't feel that everything should be forced to shut down by the government, saying that people can make their own decisions.
If you feel vulnerable, if you feel you need to stay hunkered down and what have you, fine, do it. But again, it's up to each individual.
He says it is not a partisan issue, but rather how two different state administrations handled the pandemic. His businesses, too, were affected, and he's lost money in the process.
Again, you cannot continue to shut down the economic engines and destroying main streets across not only the state of Michigan or Indiana or across the United States. You cannot continue to do this.
In response to the billboards, Governor Whitmer's staff said that she continues to lead our state by putting the health and safety of Michiganders first. And according to CDC data, Michigan ranks as the best state in the Midwest for the lowest rate of new average COVID-19 cases. And we've distributed about 680,000 more vaccines than Indiana.